Previously on Steins Gate 0. And now back to the fucked up history.
Hello!
This is NicoB. Back with some more Steins Gate 0. When we last left off, oh my god, what a freaking soul-crushing ending that was. Holy shit. Leskinen did turn out to be evil, which I did call, but oh man, it was hard to feel good about it when it was just so, horribly depressing. Everyone just fucking dies at the end. Okabe gives up, doesn't give a shit. World War III's coming. Leskinen didn't find the shaman girls. Everybody's doomed. Doomed! Oh my god. Wow, that was a rough one. I will say though, going through the comments on the last episode, I was really expecting a lot of people to just be like, oh, I fucking hated that ending. This ending sucked or something. But no, a lot of you guys were super analytical about it, and you actually gave me a new appreciation for the ending that I didn't have initially. Honestly, initially I was just kind of like, man, fuck, that just kind of blew. That kind of sucked. I mean, I suppose from an entertainment standpoint, yeah, it's definitely not it's not one that makes you feel good. It's not an ending that makes you go, oh, wow, that's just, I want to go through that again. From an analytical standpoint, you know, from actually like, taking the pieces of the narrative and understanding why it was done this way, it actually is really quite fascinating. And I will say, like, honestly, there were a lot of amazing comments last episode, so it was pretty hard to pick one here, but I think someone who really put it very well was Amadeus, who last episode said, "You're right about Leskinen being a bad guy, but you weren't completely right. You're waiting for Leskinen to drop the facade that he was faking his interactions, but everything you see about Leskinen is real. He genuinely likes Okabe, Maho, Kurisu, shaman girls, as well as science. But what's really disturbing is how he can just throw it all away for the sake of information and science. He can be your best friend in one moment, like that time he saved Maho, but then brainwash you because it will give him scientific information." Ah, you are absolutely right, Amadeus. I didn't even think about that. Some even point out how Ferris, who's basically like a human lie detector, right, didn't notice anything wrong with Leskinen the moments that she met him. Like at the Christmas party. Like it didn't seem like he was putting up a facade or being disingenuous in any of the things or encounters they had with him. But that was actually really who he is. But what makes him so terrifying was that in his eyes, science and information, science beats everything, right? Friendship, trust, all of that. It doesn't matter to him. What matters the most is the results of an experiment, you know, that enlightening moment, understanding something to its fullest, and then using that information in whatever means necessary to achieve what he believes to be the greater good, right? Which in this instance, he thought, giving everybody time machines was, you know, giving everybody the greater good. Although I have to say, I still feel like he was still doing it for a monetary purposes as well, because he was still selling it. He was selling this information. Okabe asked him, who are you going to sell this information to? And he says, everybody, you know? So I think even that, like, is tinged with some level of greed. Oh man, that's pretty horrifying. It definitely adds some layers to Leskinen's character that I honestly, I didn't really see before. I just sort of thought, he's just kind of been lying to me this whole time. Just, that's not really who he is, but no, it actually is. He just is able to, on a dime, do a complete 180 on any of the people that he supposedly cherishes, if it means understanding the world better. Which is why he's so, you know, fascinated by Okabe, because he's like, oh my god, you're just chock full of information, aren't you, Okabe? Ugh, damn, man. Well, Amadeus, thank you so much for sharing that. It really actually was incredibly enlightening and helped me to appreciate this ending way more than I did initially. So thank you so much. And it is for that reason you are comment of the day. A lot of you guys though had other things to say, like for example how this ending really is kind of something that the player brings onto themselves, because it's an ending that's brought about by not turning off your phone, right, and basically keeping that connection with Amadeus Kurisu, and also answering the phone when she calls you, which is what, you know, triggers the ending here. What I'm supposed to do here is not answer my phone in Daru's lab. You're basically giving Okabe kind of what he wants by interacting with this fake Kurisu when it isn't really healthy for him. And that sort of results in him just kind of giving up in the end, because he really doesn't feel motivated to change who he has become, right? To go back to fight to save the real Kurisu, and it's like, whatever, I Amadeus. He's kind of shut himself away in a little hole where he just plans to live out the rest of his days, kind of rolling with it, but whatever, at least I'm not suffering anymore, right? Basically like turning off his emotions. It's a pretty depressing ending for Okabe, that's for sure. But on the bright side, it's not the true ending, right? That would really suck if that ended up being the true ending of the game. Oh my god. But thankfully, no, the other endings and the true ending, I imagine, will be much more uplifting. I mean, kind of how the true ending is gonna go, I guess. To an extent, at least. We see the end result, but we still haven't gotten quite the full picture of how he gets there, right? I still have yet to see how the D-mail that I sent from before ends up affecting this ending. And from this point onward, it is basically just a straight shot, right? So I'm gonna go back, I'm not gonna answer the phone call from Amadeus, and then from there, it's just straight to the end. No more branching off. We're gonna go, I think, immediately after completing the second half of this ring, which is gonna be its own ending, it's gonna immediately hop into the true ending path. So I really don't know how much, like, how many more episodes is left of this game, but we're definitely getting there, I think, now. I will say I am slightly proud of myself that I didn't, like, apparently a lot of people actually get this ending, the Gehenna Stigma ending, first, because they, a lot of ways, they want to see more of Kurisu, right? Like, people who played the original Steins Gate fall for that trap of going to Gehenna's Stigma because they want to see more of Kurisu. They don't want to shut her off because, you know, everybody loves Kurisu. So I guess I'm a little bit proud of myself that I didn't fall for that trap. I knew from the get-go this was fucking bad for Okabe, you know? That having this fake AI in his life would just be bad. Yeah, he was setting himself up to get his heart destroyed again. Not to mention he wouldn't be able to move on with this. So I'm glad at least that was the one that I ended up picking actually didn't end up being that, and it actually ended up being at least a relatively decent one. You know, an ending that was needed for the true ending. So, but all right, guys, let's go ahead and return to when we pick up the phone in Pandora's box. But this time we are not answering that motherfucking Amadeus call. We are done with the sad shit, all right? We are getting on to the good stuff. I want to see the hope-filled moments. I want to see freaking Okabe realizing his full demon power. By the way, I did hear you guys say apparently this next route that I'm going on does actually borrow some moments that happen almost exactly the same from Gehenna Stigma. So in those moments, I could probably just skip over it. Oh shit! Does that mean maybe I'm still gonna get like that face-off with Leskinen? Or something. I'm hoping Maho doesn't get her brain scrambled on this, because that really did fucking suck. I feel so bad for her. We will have to see. But at this time, at least, I don't think Dara's not going to get freaking invaded by the guys in black. So, all right, let's get back to it. Huh? Maho looked troubled. I didn't want Kurisu hearing this either. I didn't know what to do. And then I remembered. The war line where I'd spent a month during wartime. I remember that the Amadeus Kurisu was being used by the US military there. I still don't know what that meant. I stared at my phone's screen. Should I answer it, or should I talk to Daru first?
でもびっくりしたよな。まさか真帆たんがオカリンと知り合いだったとはね。前にメイクインで鉢合わせした時はどうしようかと思ったっつーの。
Damn it, Kurisu, will you stop calling me?
すぐに合点が言ったけどね。牧瀬クリス氏っていう共通の友人がいたわけだから。でも真帆たん、オカリンにはこの件内緒にしとくって言ってたのに、結局打ち明けたん？
見抜かれたという言い方が正解ね。
ああ、なるほどね。
Sorry, I'm smart. Daru nodded and grabbed some of the snacks off the table to gobble down. Can I decline it? No. Oh, fucking finally. It's like, Jesus, go to voicemail. Put the smartphone in my pocket. For now, I need to focus on talking to Daru.
で、僕に話って
Because fuck that ending! I saw how that ending went! Nope! Not again! Never again! Chucked my phone out the fucking window! Fuck you, Amadeus!
とぼけるな。ヒヤジョーさんと一緒にいるんだ。わかるだろ。 クリスが残したノート PC とハードディスクだ。出せ。
岡部さんにはパスワードの答えが分かったの？
答えなんてわからない。
どういうこと？
俺が言いたいのはただ一つだ。そのノート PC を解析しようなんて真似は今すぐやめろ。その PC の中には世界を混沌へ導くほどのとんでもないものが眠ってるかもしれないんだ。
Okay, so we're back and forth to where we still have the laptop, hasn't been destroyed, Dara's still hacking it. He hasn't told Maho to just leave it alone. Well, he's doing it right now.
おい、聞いてるのか？
中二病うつ。
あなたってそういう人だったのね。
Ah!
違う。こっちは大真面目なんだ。
I'm not tuning you anymore!
今日とかそういうんじゃなくて。
中二病うつ。
中二病じゃないんだって。
It's interesting, I'm hearing him say the word Chunbyu, but he's just saying it as get a grip, man. Definitely does. I mean, Chunbyu in itself is like its own thing, but he's not saying Chunbyu in his, even the translation of this, which means it's definitely not like a one-to-one translation. I mean, I'm sure most of this is not a one-to-one translation. They have to improvise at some points, but it's only really noticeable when you actually hear words that you sort of know what the meaning is to them. They're just saying Chunbyu ist. I slammed my hand down on the table. Kaya! Like a sugi! Oh wait, wrong game. The shock was enough to cause one of the empty cans on the table to fall to the floor. And I knocked over squishy nyan girl. Oh, that's my fair finger. No! You, sir, owe me 2 titties!
いいか、聞いてくれ。これは鈴葉とも関連している話だ。
鈴葉？
お前だって知ってるだろう。鈴葉の使命のことは。
詳しく。
中鉢論文だ。
That was enough for Dara to understand.
マジで？
最初からマジだ。
そっか。ま、だいたいそんなところじゃないかって予想はしてたけど。
Dara didn't say another word. He opened a locked fire-resistant case that was sitting on one of the racks. There was a laptop and a hard drive hidden within. The laptop was a deep red Japanese model with a 12-inch LCD screen. The hard drive was American, from a brand known for equipping its drives with a shock-resistant rubber case. Oh, okay. Actually, no, now I'm thinking... You guys were telling me there are some repeat scenes. Maybe not so much like the Leskinen betrayal thing, or going exactly how it did before. Although I still feel like... So if the other branch was seeing Reyes being evil, right? And that seemed like she was a continuing thing, and that even like other things that weren't the promised Rascamento, right? So I think this side of the zero flowchart is going to be Leskinen focused, though we might still get bits of Reyes as well. We did see her, you know, talking with Leskinen earlier, so I wouldn't be surprised if he sort of makes a return again later. Evil Leskinen, which I think is good because I'm hoping we can at least put him in his place after the shit he put us through. But anyway, so I'm thinking maybe the moments like just after this scene might end up being the same as it was in the other route in Gehenna Stigma. So I'll just continue for a bit, but if it ends up being kind of the same, I might just skip over some of this. The laptop and hard drive that Karisu left behind.
確認だが、結局セキュリティは破れなかったんだよな。
まあ、僕たちの作ったソフトの前にはどんなハッカーもお手上げっつうことで。
もうこれ以上解析はするな。
一応依頼料をもらってるわけだが。
He looked apologetically towards Maho. Then Maho pulls out a knife and says, "Listen here, you fat fuck! You're gonna break into that thing!" She was glaring at me.
さっきも聞いたけど、あなたたちはクリスの事件について一体何を隠しているの？
真実を知ろうとすることが必ずしも正しいとは限らない。
It's Pandora's box, like the name of this chapter.
それはあなたの考えよ。判断すべき情報も提示してくれないなんて。
危険なんだよ。君だって この間襲われたんだ。それは分かってるはずだろ。
私はナイトの後ろに隠れているだけの臆病者になりたくないわ。科学者として真実にたどり着く努力をやめたくないのよ。たとえそこにどんな危険が潜んでいるとしてもね。
分からずやだな。
もし私がクリスだったとしても多分そう言うんじゃないかしら。違う？
I was startled. I was right. I love again the fucking gibberish English they have on some of these CGs or the bit that goes underneath the title of Steins Gate. Like destroying the history based on the rule of the time space and achieving a complete utopia by committee, including the future from the past. In other words, will become the significance of existence of CERN for 21st century. Of course, we all knew that. Oh, was this written by fucking Gaunt on his crazy monkey brain binge? I remember having the same conversation with Kurisu and her amazingly written paper. It's when we were looking into CERN, I think.
これはもうちゃんと話すしかないって。
誰？
何をどう言っても納得しないって顔してるよ、マホタンは。
ええ、納得しないわ。
それに中途半端に関わってる方がかえって危ないんじゃね
？Interesting. Okay, so Dara might convince me this time, right? We had to run away, and I had a conversation with her in private, and Okabe didn't bend to it, right? Bended to telling her. Until, of course, she ended up getting brainwashed by crazy old Dr. Leskinen. And at that point, it was too demon late.
オカリンの言うことがマジなら、だけどさ。
Dara had a point. This way, Maho could very well get herself in deep trouble without realizing what she'd done. Just the fact that she was carrying Kurisu's belongings made her a part of the Third World War. She had no idea. The computer wasn't just something to remember an old friend by anymore. It was at the center of an international power struggle. Russian-speaking arsonists had forced their way into Kurisu's home in America. Afterward, mysterious men claiming to be in the FBI had searched Dr. Leskin's lab. This whole thing was on the verge of exploding. If you like me were nothing in the face of a war between nations. So that's sort of confusing. So, if Leskin was part of Stratford, does that mean that was a different group investigating the lab? Or was it his group? Was it Stratford? But if that was the case, why would he even tell anybody that someone had broken into the lab? Why didn't he just, like, hide it? Or get rid of some of the stuff? I mean, right? Because they left a trace, so he had to pretend that they got broken into?
鈴葉に関連することも話すことになるぞ。誰？お前はそれでいいのか？
しょうがないっしょ。
We turn back to Maho.
一つだけ約束してくれないか？君は科学者だ。しかも極めて理性的な人だと俺は信じている。感情に任せて迂闊なことはしないでくれ。軽率なことはしないでくれ。
Don't be like I once was.
これから話すことは突拍子もないことだ。馬鹿げていると思うかもしれない。
Don't become a mad scientist.
事実なんだ。だから。
回りくどい言い方はやめて。
Get on with it!
一体私に何を誓わせたいの？
マキセ・クリスを救おうなんて絶対に考えるな。
Her mouth hung open, like she didn't understand what she just heard.
クリスを救う？
それが約束できないのなら話すつもりはない。どうする？
救える可能性があるということ？
そう思えるかもしれないが、実際には可能性はゼロだということだ。
さっきも言ったでしょ。判断すべき情報も与えられていないのだから、 安易に回答は出せない。教えて、すべてを。
Took a deep breath and began to tell her the story. Fine. Alright, here we go. For like the 18th time, I'm gonna tell you everything. I told her about the time machine, about Suzuha, about the Third World War, about the relationship between Greece and Nakamachi, and that was supposedly Dr. Nakamachi's theory that was actually based off Greece's writings. Told about the original copy of Greece's work might be able to hit on the laptop or the hard drive, and I told her about the Russia that America might be fighting over it. As for how Greece died, fuck that. Now you know what I told her this time, because I didn't tell her the other times. I stabbed the shit out of her. Boom! Dead! Headshot! I was silent the whole time I spoke, with a confused expression on her face. She's like a girl who just graduated middle school, who was staring at a string of equations on a blackboard that were like nothing she'd ever seen before. Her expression didn't change even when I finished.
それ、本当の話なの？作り話ではなく。
she just stood there with that classic Panda Maho expression of hers. She just looked so done. Maho was asking Daru, not me.
まあね。
You guys are so full of shit now!
やっぱり信じられないか。
別にそういうわけじゃないわ。ただ私の予想とあまりにもかけ離れていたものだから思考が追いつかないの。
君の予想というのは？
アマデウスの軍事転用のことじゃないかと考えていたのよ。
軍事転用？
クリスは精神生理学研究所にもよく出入りしていたんだけど、時々場違いな連中がそこにやってくるって言ってたの。どうも国防総省の人じゃないかって。
Headed by Dr. Crazy Leskinen. Russia, the FBI, now the United States Department of Defense. Just getting even more suspicious.
アマデウスで人を殺せるのか？どうやって？
例えば百戦錬磨のパイロットから記憶データをコピーして無人戦闘機の制御に使うとか。あと以前話した医療への応用覚えてる？
Interesting. This is actually the information that Leskinen told him, right? She didn't say this to him when he revealed to her in the last ending, because that point was just kind of like, why the fuck did you tell me that? And then choked him the fuck out. But this is what Leskinen told her, or told him about, I think.
人間の脳へ記憶データを書き戻すってやつかな。
そう。記憶データを修正した上で書き戻しが可能になれば恐怖を感じない兵士やどんな非道な任務でも平然と遂行する部隊なんていう恐ろしいものまで作れてしまう。
うわ、まるでハリウッド映画じゃん。
This sounds like a Hideo Kojima game. Does this really mean reality had caught up to the books and movies?
私はてっきりクリスがそういった実験の証拠を偶然知ってしまったんじゃないかと思っていたの。
だからクリスは狙われたと。
ええ。
Maho picked up the laptop. His red body was evidently made out of some kind of magnesium alloy. It was lighter than it looked.
でもまさかタイムマシンとはね。
いずれにしてもそれはすぐに破壊した方がいい。
中身を確認もせずあなたが言う論文が入っているとは限らないわよ。
Yes, it does!
中身はもう関係
All
な
the
い。
8 million other endings told me it does!
クリスが残した遺産がこの世に存在している。それだけで戦争の火種になりうるんだ。
It doesn't matter what's inside it. What if it's got Crease's nudes in it? That... Oh. Wow. Never considered that. Now you're right, we better break into it. Dar, get into it! I'm on it! Oh! I feel extra motivated. She still didn't seem satisfied.
でもこれはクリスが生きていたという証、クリスが残した意志なのよ。それをあっさり葬り去るなんて。
その中身を知ることで今度は君が狙われるかもしれない。
そうだけど。
This wasn't working. Maybe I need to try another approach. Fuck it! Yeet! Steal the crap out of that freaking laptop and just chuck it out the window.
その PC のパスワード、クリスには当然聞いてみたんだろ
That's true.
アマデウスだよ。
もちろん最初に試してみたわ。
でも、ダメだったんだな。
Maho nodded.
おかしいよな。普通は知っているはずだろう。でも、アマデウスのクリスは知らなかった。それなら、考えられる可能性は一つだ。クリス本人が、アマデウスの知らないうちに、パスワードを変更した。なぜそうしたと思う？中身を知られたくなかったからじゃないのか。死者の墓を暴くような真似はやめよう。な。
暴くなんて、そんな言い方。ごめんなさい。確かに岡部さんの言う通りかもしれないわ。私クリスにこだわりすぎているのかもしれない。
You think?
君がクリスのことをとても大切に思っていることはよくわかるよ。だがこればかりは手を出さない方がいい。パンドラの箱どころか地獄の釜の蓋になりかねない。
中二病
いちいち茶化すな。
Darling, you get out of here! Maho hugged the laptop tight to her chest inside.
了解したわ、岡部さん。今起こっている事態そのものは理解した。まだ頭の整理はついてないけどね。このノート PC は破棄しましょう。
Nah, I'm getting rid of
あり
it.
がと
I'm so glad that she understood.
う。やっぱり大した人だ君は。
何が？
普通こんな話は花から否定するか否定しないまでも全て疑ってかかるかどっちかだろ。
買いかぶりすぎよ。いつもの私だったら否定どころか聞く耳すら持っていないわ。科学者っていうのはね、本来どんな些細な可能性であっても否定すべきではないんだけれど、得てして自分の主義主張や常識に固執する傾向にあるから。
じゃあ今回はなぜ？
Because Kurisu.
そこにマキセ・クリスが関わっているからよ。
Yep. Maho's smile was bitter.
タイムトラベル理論？タイムリープマシン？冗談じゃないわ。そんなもの存在してたまるものですか。でもね、クリスならやりかねない。いつだって私の常識を破壊し尽くしてきたのはあの子なんだから。
そうか。
That's right. Her Amadeus log and ID was Soleri. I almost said that, but stopped myself. Seemed to me like that ID held some kind of gloomy meaning to her as a scientist.
で依頼料はどうするん？実はマホタンにもらった分さ、今月末発売のエロゲー予約で使っちゃったんだよね。
Damn it, Aru!
お前
名前
最低だな。
そのための裏バイトなんだっつーの。
I do it for the part!
お金を返してだなんて言いません。もともとダメ元で頼んだのだし。
言っとくけど、あと3日あればパスワード突き止めて解析完了してたから、これはガチ。
totes serious? What does that mean? Slang means seriously or really, for real. I'm totally serial right now, Maho-tan!
そういうことにしておくわ。
Don't give a shit.
Maho smiled and turned back to me.
ちなみに、一応証拠は見せてほしいんだけれど、
証拠？
どこかに置いてあるんでしょ？そのタイムマシン。それと、鈴葉さんに一度話を聞きたいわ。
それはどうだろうな。
Dart agreed to it, but still, I told Maho about the time machine without asking Suzuha. We just got into a fight, and I really didn't want to bring this up to her. She's gonna be mad at me. But even showing Maho the time machine would mean I'd need to get Suzuha's permission, and that made it difficult.
ダル。鈴葉に話を通すのはお前から。
Before I could finish my sentence, the intercom on the desk beeped.
もう大事な話してんのになんだお。
I'm jacking off. You can't bother me now. This is Dara's private time. His tone was the same as ever, but I didn't miss the sudden flash of tension across Dara's face. Got a bad feeling about this.
もしもし、なんかあったん？
Dara flipped through several channels on the security monitor as he continued to talk on the phone. All 6 monitors have been displaying the interior of the store, but now they show the entrance to the building, the emergency exit, the corridors, the elevator hall, and the emergency stairs. So the camera's not just on the inside of the building, but outside it too. This was no time to be impressed. The images were covered in white, snowy static, but I could see strange figures on the screen.
なんだこいつら。
Oh, fuck, what? I didn't pick up the phone there. How did they find me? The entrance to the building. First floor elevator hall. The 7th floor elevator hall. 7th floor emergency stairs. And in front of the cosplay shop. There'd been nothing there a moment ago, but now there were 4 men standing in each of these 5 places. They were silent and did not speak to one another. There were around 20 of them in all. Jesus. Some were wearing suits, others typical Akihabara fashions. Yet others were wearing military camo. Individually, none of them would really stand out in Akihabara. But the fact that so many people had come to this lonely building at once seemed terrifying.
Okie dokie.
Okie
ここ
dokie.
は放置するわ。君も適当に逃げるといいよ。ほんじゃ。
How are we supposed to get out of here when they're like covering like every entrance? Evidently, you've been talking to the man at the front counter. He put down the intercom and looked at us.
つうわけで逃げるべ。
Dara pulled out a backpack and began tossing hard drives, memory cards, and other pieces of equipment into it.
そのノート PC も please。
Maho stood there, blinking as she handed him Kurisu's laptop and hard drive.
おい、あいつらは誰だ？
やっぱりクリスの PC が狙われているの？
さあ、どうかな。僕もいろいろやらかしてるからさ。こういうこと今までにもあったし。
Oh, or even worse, they're after my hentai collection!
ま、だからこそ裏のバイトなわけで。
おいおい。
Dara pulls out a fucking machete. It's like, alright, here we go, this is gonna get nasty! Dara took the laptop and hard drive from Maho, threw them into the backpack, and then slid it onto his back.
そもそも逃げるってどうやって？店の入り口には連中がいるんだぞ。
いやー、この場所気に入ってたのにな。ついに放棄か。
Despite his tone, his expression was still serious. He walked to the corner of the room. There was a life-size poster of a golden-haired Vocaloid stuck to the wall. Totally not Vocaloid. The name of a DTM, desktop music software for home computers that allows for the creation of an artificial singing voice. But more importantly, it's got kawaii anime girls!
リンタン、ちょっとごめんよ。
Dara carefully took the poster, Rintan, took the poster off the wall, making sure not to damage it. There's a glass door hidden behind it, which led out to a concrete
こっち
veranda.
だお。
Wait, that was how he was going to escape. But this was the 7th floor, right? There wasn't time to worry about it. Dara went out to the veranda without bothering to wait for us. I pushed Maho forward and urged her to go ahead of me. The veranda was filled with junk, just like the inside. Floor was covered with old PCs and monitors, as well as old arcade games that were clearly broken. There was barely any place to stand. But that meant that as long as you ducked down a little, there was probably no way you could be seen from outside. Maybe he set this up deliberately so he could use it as in case of emergency. From there, we escaped like we were in a spy movie. We removed the board that connected this veranda to the next one, moved down to the room at the edge of the building, and then used the emergency ladder to get to the second floor. It was empty space that Dara rented with some of his acquaintances. We were able to use the bathroom to escape to an unused room in the next building. My blood ran cold when Dara got a call that the man in front of the cosplay shop had broken in. Ah, shit. From there, we planned to escape from the next building's emergency exit. Emergency exit there led out to a different alleyway than the one we'd originally come in, so in theory, they shouldn't have been able to find us. But we were naive. The narrow alleyway between the buildings was dark and deserted. They were waiting for us there, as if they'd known exactly where we were going. Ah, shit! We were caught off guard, and before we could run, one of them grabbed Maho. Ah, fuck! It's freaking Demon Congregate! In the motorcycle outfit. Or Reyes, or Yuki, somebody. And then there was no way for us to resist. They grabbed Daru and me, twisted our arms behind our backs, and slammed us to the ground. Oh shit, that didn't work out so well. But it wasn't the group who attacked us in the building. They were all wearing full-face masks, motorcycles and suits and leather jackets. Oh, this is somebody else. This is the Stratford group, and then the other group was some other group. One of them, the girl holding down Maho, was clearly a woman. There's only one woman I knew who'd attack us while dressed like that. Wait, what? What? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, that was definitely Moeka's voice. Excuse me, Moeka, what? Now the Rounders are helping Stratford this time? What is going on? Too many girls in motorcycle suits! Moeka, for God's sakes! I was right. I knew that voice. You could tell even with her helmet hiding her face. Ah, fuck, this is not going nearly as well as it did last time. She held Maho with her left arm and took out a military knife with her right. She put the knife up to Maho's throat. It's alright, Maho, you can't die yet. Alright? Because, well, actually, never mind. I don't know that for certain because I didn't know what happened to you in all those other endings. So, yeah, actually, you might die in this next second. Might be the will of Steins gate. I don't know. The horrible memories came flooding back to me. Whether it had happened in a different world line or not, the merciless voice that had taken Miuri from me was right by here. I like how pissed Kurisu looks there. She's just like, ah, God. I gritted my teeth so hard it hurts and glared at the woman in the motorcycle suit. I forced myself to speak, and the woman in the motorcycle suit took the knife away from Maho's neck. She handed her over to one of the other men. And then shook off her helmet. Oh! Behold! Wow, for once one of these motorcycle ladies actually took their helmet off. Although I guess by this point we already knew who you were. Moeka, get you! So it was you after all. Her eyes were completely devoid of emotion, just like they were on August 13th. I was forced off the ground by one of the others. But my arm was still twisted upwards. Trying as hard as I could not to scream from the pain. Does that mean that possibly in the other ending with, where she was helping Maho, she was still actually working for, like, Stratford? Like, she was, like, part of the Rounders, but the Rounders were hired by Stratford or something? Please! Moeka slightly nodded to the other men. The hand that was holding me drew back. I could finally move again. Dara was released, too, and he stood up mumbling something. Maho was still in their hands.
I'll trade it for some Dr. People.
Dara was about to take off his backpack.
そいつは本当に君を殺す。脅しじゃない。
I don't think Moeka and Maho are gonna be friends in this story arc.
自分の論文のために君が死んで、それでクリスが喜ぶのか。
I look like a small child on the verge of tears. Still glaring at Moeka, I took the laptop and hard drive out of the backpack.
これだ。
リュックごと渡して。
先にヒヤジョーさんを解放しろ。
She didn't respond. Fine then. I'd have to bluff.
複合化するパスワードを知りたければ、俺たちを出し抜こうとするな。
Put the two items back in the backpack and handed it over to her. It's all I could do to keep my voice from quaking.
パスワードがなければ絶対に起動することができない。世界中のハッカーがサジを投げた代物だ。俺たちの安全が保証されたら教える。こいつを渡した途端に殺されたんじゃたまらないからな。
Of course, I had no clue what the password was. They found that out. We were doomed. Dara was giving me a questioning glance. I ignored it. Keep your damn mouth shut, Daru!
確かに。そうね。
Alright, she fell for it. That meant...
それじゃあ、誰か一人、私たちと来てもらう。
Ah, shit! Oh, maybe not.
二人は今すぐに解放する。その後、パスワードが正しければ、残り一人も解放する。
Damn, that's not good enough.
それはダメだ。残る一人の命の保証がない。
なら、三人とも来てもらうだけ。
This woman could feel cold sweat on my back. Never been involved in a life or death deal before, and I had no idea what to do
明
next.
日至る。こっちへ。
僕？
あなたはスペシャリストだと聞いている。リュックを持ってこっちへ。
Get your fat ass over here!
いや、
あなたが来るなら他の二人はここへ置いていってもいい。
待て！だったら俺が行く。それでいいだろう。
あなたのことは上から何も聞かされていない。パスワードを知っているかどうかもわからない。
Damn, she saw through me! Like I put the knife back to Maho's neck.
明日至る。早く来て。
そういうセリフはもっとエロいシチュの時にお願いしたいわけだが。
Dara, I swear to God, Dara, you better keep, this is the one moment you really want to keep it in your pants. Okay, I could actually tell, was the person that was actually lying on top of Okabe, that was actually a guy in a motorcycle suit, wasn't it? The only girl here, seemingly, is Moeka, so Kairi actually doesn't seem to be here. I thought it was two women in motorcycle outfits. Moeka was the one that was holding Maho. Dara was joking, but his whole body was shaking. What do? They're going to kill Dara! I thought as fast and hard as I could, but nothing came to me. In this world line, Dara was going to live until 2036, complete the time machine. That much was clear from Suzuha's testimony. The world lines were going to converge. Even if Moeka took Daru here, he wouldn't be killed, right? No, that didn't mean I could leave him here. One of the men with Moeka was looking at his watch. She noticed it too. They might have felt they were taking too much time with kidnapping done in broad daylight. Hope that somebody might wander by, but there was no counting on that stroke of luck. I needed to solve this myself instead of relying on others.
誰か殺してみせれば。
Does Moeka need to kill a bitch? I felt a cold knife pressed hard against my carotid artery.
おかりん！
It's alright, guys, I can't die either. Go ahead, stab the shit out of me. It's not gonna do it. Oh, God. I keep getting close to dying, but for some reason, I won't fuck. Never mind. Fate sucks. Oh, Dara and Maho were screaming, but suddenly it all seemed unreal, like it was taking place in a distant world. They say that's what happens whenever someone is confronted with their own death. It was happening to me now. I can't die either way, right? I tried asking myself that. I tried asking Suzuha, even though she wasn't here. I tried asking the world. Of course, nobody answered. The fact that I might not die didn't mean I could do something stupid here. No college kid like me would be too scared to move once they had a knife to their neck. I've seen people die many times, and I'd almost been killed, but I never get used to it. Thoughts of Chris's blood came back into my mind, and I almost suffered a flashback. My body shook. It was all I could do to keep from collapsing to the ground. Was there nothing else I could do? Just when I was about to give up, a black van pulled up and braked hard at one end of the alley, blocking us in. Side door opened, and out poured men carrying assault rifles. What the fuck? Who's this now? They're all wearing gray military uniforms and face masks. Their eyes were the eyes of trained soldiers. From their huge frames and the color of their skin, it was clear that they weren't Japanese. I guess the Americans are here now. I realized that this was all real. It wasn't cosplay or anything like that. Those guns were real, and a battle was about to begin. My experience with the August 13th attack and the war zone I'd lived in until only a few days ago came back to me. Get down! It didn't matter who was friend or foe. Wicca moved the instant I spoke. She saw the attackers and jumped into the shadow of a nearby building. The other rounders spread out too. Let go of Maho, who was standing up, confused in the middle of the alley.
Maho, sit up!
The man who was holding me was the only one who reacted a bit too slowly. Oh, eat shit, boo! There was a sharp noise, and a bullet went through the helmet of the rounder who was holding a knife to my throat. As he went down, I went down with him and hit the ground hard. The impact made me let go of Daru's backpack. One of the rounders grabbed it off the ground and ran to the opposite direction of the van. A man got out of the van, evidently the commander, and barked orders in what sounded like Russian. One of the soldiers turned their gun on the fleeing rounder. Eat shit, bitch! Boom! Her body flew up off the ground. Both she and the backpack were torn open. Contents of the backpack fell to the ground, scattered across the asphalt. The laptop and hard drive were hit with more gunfire than possibly could have been necessary. Oh, what the hell? Here's laptop and hard disk were turned to unrecognizable scrap in just a few seconds. Oh, okay. I guess they didn't want to keep it for themselves. That was unexpected. I crawled behind a light pole without even bothering to look. I guess... Why did they destroy? I guess they didn't want to fall into the wrong hands, but they still want the information for themselves. Maybe they already have what they need. That's the point. They're like, fuck it, die! I don't know how they would, though. It really all happened in an instant. Oh, well, no. Because the Russian, he said the Russian guys, right? So yes, they do have what they need. They already have Nakabachi's paper and shit. There's no reason for them to get that laptop. So yeah, fuck it. Destroy it. Boom. Looked around. The Russian soldiers were running toward us. Looking at our rounders, it vanished at some point, leaving only the two bodies. Soldiers silently recovered the remains of the laptop and hard drive disk, picked up the bodies of the two rounders, and got right back in their van. Alright, okay, thanks for stopping by, bye! They didn't even pause to look at us. There were only a couple of minutes between the time when they arrived and when they left. All that were left were little fragments lying on the ground. The blood from the two bodies. Maho was lying on the ground shaking, making her weird Maho faces. Daru was staying in shock behind one of the buildings. And me lying on the ground. My heart had been pounding the whole time. I only felt the pain in my neck after it was all over. Evidently, the knife had cut me a little when I'd fallen. Fuck, I'm bleeding out. Well, later, we finally heard the sirens of a police car. It was only then I remembered that I was in Akihabara, Japan. The World War may have started long ago, and we just didn't know it. I realized that in the face of a war between nations, we were truly powerless. Akihabara was in an uproar. There were lots of helicopters in the sky that probably belonged to the media. We escaped to the lab, making sure that no one was following us. Somehow we got away. And with all those police sirens, didn't mean shit. Thank God the police here suck. Hadn't been that long since we were attacked at the hotel. The cops found us at the scene of another crime like that to be suspicious for sure. So we ran before the police arrived. Suzuha was at the lab. Maybe she would sense what was going on outside and went to check in on the time machine. We held our breath and waited. Felt like if we let anyone know we were here, more scared people would burst down the door and try, oh fuck, they're back again! This time it's conquering the motorcycle suit with a whole bunch of other random mess people.
橋田さん、ここタオルって置いてある。
This shit's getting old. Ah!
洗面所にあるを。
I gotta wipe the giblets off.
Me too. Oh, nodded and brought a new towel from the washroom. She handed it to me.
岡部さん、首、血が出てる。これで押さえて。
ありがとう。
My neck was wet with blood. Fortunately, it wasn't a deep wound, so it wasn't long before it stopped. After handing me the towel, Maho sat down right on the floor and didn't move. I knew how she felt, especially since this was the second time she'd been attacked. And this time, people had died right in front of her.
大丈夫か、
Well,
ヒヤジョさん。
technically so did the last time. That one guy, remember that guy got crashed his car into us and then came out of it with his insides just hanging out like blah, blah, blah. She nodded hesitantly, but her face was deathly pale. I realized that she'd been clutching her left hand into this fist this whole time. There was blood coming out of it.
怪我したのか、見せて。
Evidently, she hadn't noticed she'd been hurt. She was looking at her left hand, confused.
あら、
どうした？
指、開かない。変ね。
Ow! I'd been holding some small fragment in her left hand. Her hand had frozen around it and it wouldn't move. Soon it started to shake. I grabbed her hand and forced open her fingers one by one. Whatever it was, she'd been clutching it so tightly that she cut off the blood flow to her fingers. They were very cold. When I finally forced her hand open, the thing she was holding fell to the floor. What was it? I picked it up.
Oh.
Piece of the laptop? It's a red piece of magnesium alloy. It's a piece of Crease's laptop. She must have grabbed it off the ground when she was running away. She held something so sharply tight for so long, of course she was going to bleed. I returned it to Maho without a word. She took the broken fragment and cradled it in her hands, then stared at it with an empty expression. Oh. Suddenly a single line of tears dripped down her cheek. After that, it didn't stop. She continued to sob.
何さ。ごめん。ごめんね。守ってあげられなくて。
Aw. It's as if that tiny fragment was Kurisu herself. She held it to her chest and kept crying.
ヒヤジョさん、きっとクリスは安心したと思う。君が無事でよかったって。だから君が謝ることなんてない。謝らなくてもいいんだ。
She didn't respond. Instead, her phone started to vibrate.
私。
Hi, Maho. It's your old pal Leskinen. Did you find the shaman girls? Maho, if you didn't, you know what'll happen. Old crazy Leskinen gonna have to give it to you. Maho took out her cell phone and looked at the message she received.
レスキネン教授からだわ。
Oh, God, it is.
どうした？
荒らされたって。オフィスと、あと、ホテルの部屋。
Ah, again?
教授と私の、ひどいことになってるって。
Man, how many times has that happened now? I have lost track. Has that not happened in this world line yet?
そうか。
Sorry it's taken this long. Whether it was the Rounders, the Russians, or the hoodly doodly badoodles. Whoever had first surrounded the cosplay shop, they must have been after Carice's laptop and hard
あ
drive.
の PC バックアップは存在しないんだよな。それならこれ れでよかったんだ。クリスの残したものが何十億もの人を殺す道具として使われることはなくなったんだから。
Thanks, Russians! In the end, I got what I wanted. The data was destroyed before anyone got their hands on it. There was so little left, I was sure there would be no way to restore it.
つうかさ、ロシアはなんであの PC を壊しちゃったんだろう。手に入れようとしてたんじゃなかったん？
They already have it!
タイムマシン開発競争じゃん。ロシアがリードしてるんだ。ロシアからすればノート PC を手に入れられればそれでよし。だが他の連中に奪われるぐらいなら壊してしまった方がマシって考えてたんじゃないか。
They probably wanted to avoid a protracted gunfight with the Rounders in broad daylight in Japan. The cold way they made their decisions made me shiver. They really were professional soldiers. An amateur couldn't do that.
で、これからどうする？
できればここにはいたくない。
Russia might not know about this place, but Moiko might. If the Rounders were on the move, then Tenoji downstairs might be involved too. Fuck!
がくれたら移動しよう。
We'll move at dawn. It would have been great if Suzuha had come back, but I couldn't get in touch with her. Hurry the fuck up, Suzuha. Where are you? We're about to find out. Oh, wait, nope. Switch it back to Maho. Maho is chilling the fuck out. She get out in the bathtub? I think she is, yeah. Maho was sinking into a warm bathtub. She could finally feel blood flowing through her body again. The heat melted the tension away from her muscles. Her injured hand hurt a little, but it wasn't unbearable. She felt like she'd come back to life. Once the sun had set, Maho and Rintaro had gone to Ferris, the cat-eared maid at Queen Yanyan, for help. Ferris's home was at the top of a high-rise condo building on prime Akihabara real estate. From a security's perspective, it was superior to the Future Gadget lab in every way imaginable. Every path leads to Maho returning to freaking Ferris's apartment. Ferris welcomed the two of them, offering them food and a place to sleep and panda PJs. And now she'd even offered them a bath. Maho was a little worried about Itara Shida. He insisted on staying to wait for his younger sister Suzuha and remain alone at the Future Gadget lab. I guess we didn't tell her that Suzuha was his daughter. I guess that wasn't part of the explanation. More than an hour had passed since then. Had Rintaro heard anything? And even if they moved, that didn't mean this place was safe. Groups from this afternoon could attack at any time. She couldn't help but feel nervous. And that made her feel terrified and vulnerable as she sat naked in the bath. She got out of the bathtub and hurried to the changing room to wipe herself down. She tried to put on the change of underwear Ferris had given her. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. That's, her hands started to hey, Steins, it's getting a little awkward time for freaking fan service, alright? You started trying to corpse part with these weird fan service moments, like Suzuha fighting naked against Kaguri. It's a deadly, dangerous situation, but we're just go ahead and show Suzuha's naked body, like, yeah, girl, get over here! And Kaguri pulls her helmet off, and they just start making out, like, now this moment, after some horrible thing, they're like, you know what, we just fucked up the player base a good bit from that last scene. Here's Maho naked. You feel better yet? I don't know, man. I'm just a little confused, honestly. Hey, Maho will feel better when she gets back in her panda PJs. I know I'll feel better. And her hands started to shake. Then her knees buckled and she fell to the ground.
極度の緊張とそこからの急激な緩和で一時的にひどい近視感が起こってる。
She tried to stay calm by analyzing herself, but that didn't mean she couldn't do anything but lie down.
これはまずいわ。
Aw. Alarm bells were going off in her head. She just given up, knowing that, oh god, knowing that it would pass with time when Ferris popped her head. Oh god! And then she came over and also started making out with Mom. What the fuck was going on? Ah! Ferris screamed and started to panic when she saw Maho naked and lying on the floor. Calm down, Ferris.
別に大 丈夫だから。
Maho's voice was so weak that Ferris didn't even hear her.
とにかくベッドに連れてかなくちゃ。
Ferris tried to pick up the naked Maho and then slipped and dropped her. Oh god! Ooh! Was the floor wet? Oh, come on! Come on, Ferris! Maho hit the back of her head on the floor. Saw little stars dancing across her field of vision. Oh god, Ferris, come on!
Call me Butterpaws.
Sprawling naked on the floor, face up, Maho tried to force herself to stand, but her arms were too weak.
聞いて、これはすぐに治るから。
Ferris wasn't listening. For some reason, she decided to reach around Maho from behind and try to drag her up. Then Rintaro must have heard Ferris scream because he ran in. Oh, fuck! Uh-oh.
どうしたんだ、フェイリス。
Oh, God, no, now we're gonna make this weird. I'm here, guys, don't worry. Sad scientist is here to say that, oh, God, Maho's naked. Uh-oh. That's gonna wake her up.
Yeah?
She wanted to scream, but all that came out was a tiny whimper.
Bummer, dude.
本当に悪かった。この通りだ。
I didn't say anything. Okay, I saw everything. Rintaro lowered his head deeply towards Maho as she lay on the bed.
謝らなくてもいいわ。さっきのはあくまでも事故なんだから。
But she still couldn't bear to look at him in the face. She remembered the despair and embarrassment she felt when he saw her naked body, made her want to bury her head in a pillow and flail her legs back and forth. To make matters worse, she still hadn't been able to stand up after all that, and Rintaro had been forced to carry her to the bed. She'd never been touched by a boy before, so it was only today that she realized how rugged male arms are.
Okabe is so rugged.
You're goddamn right.
And Okabe saw him working out.
Being carried was extremely uncomfortable, to the point where she squirmed around and almost slipped out of his arms. So she had no choice but to curl herself into a ball and let Rintaro do whatever he wanted with her, which made her feel really strange. And now she couldn't even bear to look at his face.
This is an awkward fan service moment, Fia.
Ferris was sitting next to Rintaro, feet under her knees, with her shoulders slumped.
いいのよ。むしろ驚かせてしまってごめんなさい。
体は平気なのか？病院に行かなくても。
強い緊張が続いていたから、その反動が来ただけ。もう少し休めば回復すると思う。心配かけてしまったわね。みっともないわ。
みっともないもんか。今日みたいなことに巻き込まれれば誰だって怖い。具合だって悪くもなる。
あなたでも怖い？
ああ。
そう。
今夜はもう休むといいにゃ。事件のこととかこれからどうするかとか難しい話は元気になってから考えるといいにゃ。
そうね。ええ、そうするわ。ありがとう。
Maho closed her eyes. The lights went out and Rintaro and Ferris left the room. Oh, poor Maho. She's laying in the bed and trying to think about anything. She could hear the pounding of her heart. It would get louder and then softer. The rhythm was very strange. She could hear a kind of static noise mixed in with her heartbeat, like a broken TV. Was it exhaustion induced tinnitus? Whatever it was, once she noticed it, she couldn't sleep.
そういえば、岡部さんが精神安定剤を服用しているって言ってたわね。
As long as behind that stack you don't hear Leskin's weird, creepy voice like, Maho, make sure to find where the time machine comes from, Maho. She wasn't supposed to do this, but if she looked at their ingredients, she could tell what medications had what effect. So she'd take a look and have him lend her some. If that wasn't possible, she could at least get some over-the-counter antihistamines to use as a sleep aid. She turned over.
大声を出さないで言うことを聞いて
Oh!
さもないと命はない
Suddenly she heard a voice break through the unpleasant noise. Oh, fuck! She gulped and leapt out of her bed. Terror-stricken Maho tried to crawl to the door, but her legs wouldn't move like she wanted to. She couldn't stand up. The voice in her ears followed her wherever she went. Just like a wild animal toying with its prey. All the hairs on her body were standing up on end. Her jaw was chattering so hard she bit her tongue. She just crawled across the carpet towards the door.
一人殺してみせればいい
Is she actually there? She's transparent. She's imagining it.
ヒヤジョさんおい
She woke up to find herself being violently shaken by the shoulders. Aw. She looked around the room, panting. She was in bed, and Rintaro was looking down at her. Her whole body was sweating, and she felt sick. There was a burning sensation deep in her stomach.
どうした
誰かがここに
Rintaro looked around. Ferris came a moment later, as well as the older man who was her butler. They were simply standing at the entrance of the room, concerned.
きっと悪い夢を見たんだ
The antique clock on the shelf said that at some point it had gone past 1 a.m. She must have slept for hours without realizing it.
そうね夢だったみたい
Yeah, can someone get Maho a hug or something? Come on, get Maho a hug! She in her panda PJs yet? She took a painful breath and wiped the sweat off her forehead without realizing she sounded just like a little child. She sent Ferris and the butler back to their rooms. Rintaro brought her a towel from the washroom.
ひどい汗だ拭いた方がいい
She did as he said and wiped the beads of sweat off her face, chest, and limbs. As she was deciding whether or not to wipe the inside of her pajamas, Rintaro took the hint to turn around.
俺も自分の部屋に戻るから何かあったらいつでも声をかけてくれん
橋田さんは
あさっき連絡が来たよ鈴葉とも合流したって
そう
それじゃあ
Rintaro was about to leave her bedside. But Maho, and she couldn't believe she was doing this, reached down and grabbed the hem of his shirt without thinking. Aw. She didn't want him to go. Stay there, Rintaro! Look after poor little pet of Ma!
お願い少しだけでいいからここにいて
ヒヤジョさん
一人にしないで
Maho was surprised by the words she was saying, but thought of spending this terrible night all by herself was just too much for her. Rintaro must have understood how she felt because he nodded without smiling.
わかった眠るまで一緒にいるよ
ありがとうわがまま言ってごめんなさい
いやいいんだどうせ俺もなかなか寝つけなかったし後ろ向いてるから汗だけはちゃんと拭くといい
ええ
While Rintaro stared back at the door, she took off her pajamas and wiped off the thick layer of sweat that covered her whole body. She tried to put her pajamas on again, but they were too drenched for her to wear them. She had no choice but to dive under the covers in nothing but her underwear and bring the comforter way up above her chest.
もういいわ
Amidst the dim glow of the nightlight, Rintaro brought a chair to the side of the bed and sat down.
ここで見張ってるから何も怖がらなくていい。これなら安心だろ。不安か？
Aw.
大丈夫。
Aw, that's nice. Maho's face felt hot from some feeling that she didn't understand. She sank deeper under the blanket and turned away from Rintaro. Aw, she's crushing hard on Rintaro right now. And who could blame her? Okabe's so fucking hot. She softly closed her eyes. She could feel his presence behind her. The two of them stopped talking, and the only noise was the distant sound of night coming from beyond the curtain. How long did they spend like that? Just as she was about to fall into a light sleep, she heard a soft voice in her ears.
ヒヤジョーさん、まだ起きてるか？
ええ。
She felt herself waking up again. She opened her eyes and turned back toward Rintaro, only to see him staring toward the window. It was as if he was trying to see some sight that lay beyond it. His profile was so handsome. For some reason, that was the thought that came to her. Aw.
どうかしたの？
Rintaro seemed unwilling to talk, so Maho decided to speak first. She swallowed loudly.
本当はずっと言おうと思ってたけど勇気がなかった。すまない。
Oh, God, he's not gonna tell her right now that he killed Karisu, is he?
何のこと？
俺は一つだけ君に重大なことを隠している。
God, it's not a good time, man. Really not a good time to be doing this. She feels safe around you. Don't tell her this now. Maho leaned forward, not caring that he might see her chest.
さっき話したよな。別の世界線のことやそこで出会ったクリスのこと、タイムマシンやタイムリープのこと。
ええ。
クリスとその父親のことも。
ええ。
あの時本当はもう一つ言わなきゃいけないことがあったんだ。でもどうしても言い出せなかった。
His head was slumping forward in the chair. Maho waited silently for his next words. Despite the late hour, she heard a helicopter in the distance. For some reason, it sounded really loud. She hadn't seen the news, but it was possible that the media was still talking about the gun battle that had taken place this afternoon.
これは君にだけは絶対に話すべきことだったのに。
When he finally spoke, his expression was unlike any look she'd ever seen on his face before. It was pain, sad, and suffering, like someone at the bottom of a deep, dark place. And yet there was something in his eyes that hinted at incredible self-hatred and rage.
岡部さん。
Suddenly her chest felt like it was about to burst from pain. She didn't know where the pain was coming from, but she wanted Rintaro to stop looking like that.
あの日ラジカンでクリスを
His hands were forming some kind of shape, like he was holding an invisible knife.
クリスを殺したのは。
もういいわ。
She screamed, unable to take it anymore. She rolled out of bed, forgetting how she was dressed, and covered Rintaro's hands with her own.
いいの、もういい。それ以 上言わなくていいから。私はあなたを信じているわ。だから話さなくていい。いつかその時が来たら嫌でも聞かせてもらうことになると思う。でもそれは今じゃない。
Aw, that's
そ
sweet.
の時が来るまでは口をつぐんでおきなさい。
She strengthened her grip and forced him to let go of the invisible knife. Rintaro nodded without saying another word. They simply stared at each other for a while. Maho couldn't look away from his gaze. It was as if he was clinging to something or wandering in search of salvation. Aw. She sneezed.
風邪ひくぞ。
It was only then she realized that she was holding Rintaro's hand while wearing next to nothing. Rintaro looked a little embarrassed.
ごめんなさい。
She quickly jumped back in the blankets. She curled up into a ball and tore at her hair, screaming inside her mind. She let her boy see her naked not once, but twice.
私今度こそもう寝るわ。
邪魔して悪かった。
邪魔だなんて思ってないわよ。でもさっきの話はこの場限りにしていい？いい？
ああ。ありがとう。ヒヤジョさん。
Oh.
お礼なんて言われる筋合いはないわ。それじゃあおやすみなさい。
おやすみ。
The room got quiet again. The adrenaline rush kept Maho awake. After a while, she heard snores coming from Rintaro's direction. Goddamn, it was a hot and steamy scene with Maho there, wasn't it? I was getting pretty Okabe Hiyajo there, wasn't it? All those Okabe Hiyajo fans out there. Fuck Karisu. Karisu's dead. She ain't coming back. Evidently, he'd fallen asleep. He must have been tired. He went through the same attack that Maho had. Of course he was. His breathing wasn't peaceful at all. It was pained. He may have been in the grip of some terrible nightmare. Maho hesitated several times, but finally she turned over and stretched out her hand from the blankets. She softly touched the back of side of his hand. Aw. She felt its warmth on her fingertips.
クリスはあなたのことをなんて呼んでいたのかしら。岡部さん？それとも凛太郎だったのかな。
Oh. She didn't know, but it didn't matter.
しっかりしなさい。岡部凛太郎。この私が好きになった人はそんなに弱い男だったわけ？
She tried to think about how Karisu would say those words. Eventually, Rintaro's breathing started to become more peaceful. So I guess, did she know that Karisu, I guess he told her about that, like he and Karisu were in love or whatever? And he's imagining that's how, like, I was like, that was something Karisu said at some point, right? But now she's saying it like, you know, she might be feeling that way as well, I think, right? Probably saying, well, yeah, that's I'm trying to imagine that's how Karisu would say it, but I think she's feeling that way too, right? Release, she let go, and then she changed her mind and grabbed the hem of his shirt again. Oh. She felt embarrassed, as she was a little kid. But at the same time, she felt like now she might not have any more nightmares. That night, for the first time in a very long while, she dreamed of a smiling Karisu. Oh. Ah, back to me again. Hoo-wee! That was intense. God dang. Wasn't expecting us to actually get caught. And then, of course, freaking Moeka coming back from the dead, showing that, nope, still evil, motherfuckers! God, amazing to go from one ending where she and Maho are best pals, And now another ending where Waika's threatening to murder Maho. It's like, god dang, what freaking emotional whiplash. Man, that was a pretty hot and heavy scene there with her and Okabe. Like, she was like, man, she's like ready to throw herself on Okabe at this point. She's like, don't give a shit anymore. I don't care that I'm naked. Oh, it was cute. I really like Maho. She's so sweet. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad of how badly this incident here really messed her up. So far, we haven't really had any repeated cutscenes, from what I could tell. I mean, I guess we talked a little bit about the laptop, which was sort of similar, but nothing that seems repeated. Maybe it's something else down the line. Maybe that's what you guys meant. But, anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already become P Penguin. Boy, this LP, where the days are always sunny, and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy!